Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and today I've got game 1 of a best of 3. It is from the Zotac Cup, I believe? I think it is anyway, that's what the website I downloaded it from told me that it was from. And it should be really good. I'm really excited about this game because it's a TvT and I haven't done a TvT in quite a while. So, let's get straight to it. Introduce these two players. So, spawning in the bottom left position, we've got the Red Terran from Team Empire. It's Cass. And his opponent, down in the bottom right, the yellow Terran player, playing, well, in the clan SSF. I'm not quite sure what that stands for, but it is Deathorglory. Now, Deathorglory, Cass is probably better known, at least I haven't heard of Deathorglory before this time, so I'm a bit, well, I'm excited to see what he does, because TvT is so ridiculously exciting now, and I know I say this, or it always seems like I say whenever I cast a TvT, but in Wings of Liberty, TvT was always very strategic and slow-paced, and you had to move things very coordinated, assuming, of course, it wasn't just like some kind of 2-racks, but yeah, everything piece by piece, leapfrogging tanks and dropping on top of tank lines, and it was all very, very clever. And now, in Heart of the Swarm, it's just like they took all the best elements of TvT and thought, what makes Terran a bit dull in TvT? And that was that it was slow. Super slow. And therefore, they made everything quicker. They gave medevacs a boost. They said, hey, you want tanks to zone out your opponent? How about we give you a Widow Mine? You can produce loads of them. They'll be fun in the early game. Hellbats? Sure. And now suddenly TvT is still just as strategic. Drops are so critical, and all the different army movements and army positioning and tank lines are still just as brilliant. Except it's all faster now. And just makes it super exciting. Like, I know I harp on about this game, but Flash v Innovation at MLG on Heart of the Swarm, wow. Like, I actually preferred that game to Flash v Life in the finals. I thought Flash v Innovation was absolutely incredible. It was so exciting. It was brilliant. Absolutely sensational. But yeah, back to this game and what's going on at the moment. We've got Cass. He went for a Rax and then a command center. He hasn't taken any gas, but meanwhile, Deathorglory has got 1 gas, 1 Rax, and 1 Reaper in a couple of seconds. So this means that Deathorglory is going to be able to come in and be like, herp derp, jump in, have a look around, go back out, maybe take a couple of shots at an SCV. Try and avoid, I just hiccuped. That was really bad. I hope these hiccups go. I know it's completely off topic, but if I keep hiccuping now, I may, actually no, if I keep hiccuping, I will not delete this cast. I will still upload it, because it will be absolutely sensational. Oh my goodness, can you imagine that? Like, hiccupcast.com. If I could spontaneously give myself hiccups, that would be absolutely brilliant. I don't remember the last time I even had hiccups. I read a funny story on the internet about someone who had hiccups for like years. That must be traumatic. I couldn't imagine it. It'd be so bad. Hiccups are so irritating. But yeah, the Reaper coming in. Coming over, trying to deal a little bit of damage, but the Marine zoning it out brilliantly, and actually nearly getting the kill, does get the kill. That is good news for Cass, bad news for Deathorglory, whose second Reaper just heard the terrible stories, heard the screams and cries for help from over here, and was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay at this watchtower. First Reaper got all the important information. They seized the command center, knowing that it must be a 1-rack CC, judging by the number of Marines there, and therefore, all of the scouting is complete. A factory following this up for Cass. Meanwhile, a command center on its way down for Deathorglory, who's put a supply depot in just such a clever position, because now he can see over here if any drops were to come flying in, they'd have to really go around the edge if they were going to dodge it. Stim, also on its way down. Oh, hidden expansion. I knew this game was going to be good. I don't know how, I was just like, yes. This game, gonna be brilliant. And yeah, hidden expansions instantly make things super awesome for me. 4 Marines, boldly moving forward. One of them critically injured, unfortunately, though. Probably not gonna make it back home. He's just going along. He's running really well for someone who is so badly damaged. The Reapers just doing a little bit of damage, and then unfortunately he has died. The other Marine, though, is gonna go down, and now suddenly the SCV building the bunker will get taken out, and that means the bunker is not going to complete the SCV. He's just pushing back these Marines as best they can. Another Marine gets taken down there. Cass really good some micro here. Gets an SCV as well. This is definitely working. A Reaper, a Marine, and an SCV for 4 Marines. Maybe not the best trade in the world, but certainly delayed a little bit of mining time, but the hidden base is still up there. The hidden base is going to be brilliant. We've got the armory coming down, and you know what armory means? That means we're likely to get Hellbats, especially with the starport coming down, and the fact that drops are just oh so good on this map, because look at all of this dead space. Look at it all. Look at how lovely that is. That's what a medevac's going to do. It's going to come in, and they'll be like, hey SCVs, and they're all going to die. And that is, of course, unless Deathorglory can pull them all back. But what Cass doesn't know is the hidden base, and the hidden base is arguably the most exciting thing that's happened so far, other than the poor critically injured Marine running really fast. So these two lone Hellions are going to come over here and be like, hey Marine, and the Marine's going to be like, shoot shoot, and then the Hellions are going to be like, burn burn, and of course burning is better than shooting. It works very, very effectively, and that's why flamethrowers should be in your day-to-day life if this was an ideal world. So, bunker on its way down. Meanwhile, the switch coming out. We see double medevac. We see Widow Mines. Oh, I was wrong. Widow Mines and Hellbats. This could be epic. In come the Hellions, though. They're sneaking through the bunkers like, hey, Hellions. And the Hellions are just like, yo, what up? And they come in and they start dealing the damage. We see, of course, a couple of SCVs lining up the mule. Very low, does run out of energy though. Oh, can any more SCVs go down? No, they can't. That is still good though for Cass. He's managed to kill so far this game 5 SCVs, giving him a quite sizable lead. 39 SCVs to just 25, but third orbital command means mules. Now, the one thing that Mr. Deathorglory has to be slightly cautious of though, is see these 2 mules here? That's to be expected. There's also 2, well, at the moment 1 mule, soon to be 2 mules because there's enough energy here. However though, Mr. Deathorglory is like, hey, I don't want to mine out my natural, I guess I'll send all my mules to my hidden base. Then you run into a small issue. One, the issue is the SCVs aren't rallied correctly and they're just chilling there. That could be traumatic. But 2, if Cass comes in and sees no mules, he's going to be like, your command centers don't have energy and you don't have any mules. You must have a hidden base somewhere. But more of a concern are these 2 medevacs boosting in all the way through. The Hellbats get a couple of good shots off the Widow Mines burrowing. Will they manage to shoot at anything? The answer? No, not yet. There we go. Okay, got 1 kill, damaged 2 more. Another shot goes off, and of course the Hellbat's getting lifted back up. The Marines have been taken out. Deathorglory in a lot of trouble here. The Widow Mine, 1 Widow Mine left, the other Widow Mine coming down here to the natural, because of course if you do that, then you know what that means. Fun times that it requires 2 scans to kill them rather than just 1. And that is not so fun though for Deathorglory, because he's not going to want to use those scans on clearing out 2 Widow Mines. 1 medevac goes down, the other medevac better hightail it out of there, tries to get a couple more kills on SCVs, gets 1, the other poor Hellbat goes down, and oh my goodness, no, I thought he was going to fly up and find the hidden base there, but he goes down the scan, trying to take out the Widow Mine will die, but there's a Widow Mine still in the main. This Widow Mine has got 2 kills. Meanwhile though, we see 1 Marine on its way back. Cass is just busy making Hellbats, busy loading them up, because Hellbats are good units, as we've seen repeatedly. Missile turrets, though, on the way, or should I say missile turret, because there's nothing down in the natural base. That means that this Hellbat could be about to have a party, and all of Deathorglory's SCVs will be invited. So another scan coming down. Where was that scan? I heard it. Scan. Scan, where did you go? Why can I hear a scan but I can't see it? This is really off-putting for me. Ah, there we go. Scan went down there. So, third base taken. That means the Cass has now caught up. In come the 2 medevacs. 1 gets taken out instantly, though. Hi, Marines. They were having a fun time, but Hellbat down here is having even more of a fun time. 11 kills. Sergeant Hellbat has managed to do quite a good job. Where are the other Hellbats? Here they come. They're boosting forward. Where are they going? Don't go straight towards the Marines. No, medevac. No, okay, you're being a very brave medevac here. Drop it. Oh, my goodness, the SCVs. Oh, this is catastrophic. This is those poor SCVs. No, 27 SCVs have lost their life today. All to Hellbats. Hellbats are good units, everybody. Are these medevacs going to come up and find this? The answer, most likely not. But Cass is now at a monumental advantage. 64 SCVs to just 26 of Deathorglory. They've both got 3 mules. And the other thing, of course, is Cass is looking pretty chilled on the tech front. He's got tanks coming out. He's already got 2 medevacs, and he's had more than that. He's got 2 Vikings as well. Oh, the Marines are dying. The SCVs are going to die soon after. Another Marine goes down. This Hellbat is now a captain. He has got 17 kills. His kill to death ratio is Imber at the moment. It is 17 to none, 18 to none. Damn, these COD players, if they could be as good as that, they would be so happy. And I really hope that a COD player I know watches this and then realizes that I'm completely trolling them, because that is what I do, because console gamers are funny. Of course, I love all esports. I genuinely like all of them. They're all so good. They're exciting. They're fun. Don't be an esports elitist. It's not cool. Love all the esports, and then love all of the sponsors that the increased viewing figures bring, because then we get even more esports, and esports are great. So, medevac on his way back. We do, of course, still see the 4th command center coming down here for Cass. Deathorglory is happily chilling with these 3. He's just like, I got 3. That's all I need. Needs to get a couple more SCVs, though. 77 to 34 is not too comfortable, especially if we look at this tab. Look at that. Look at how red that is. Cass is really happy. It's like a reg rag to a bull, and except Cass is the bull, and he's about to go charging through Deathorglory's China shop. That is the big problem. Deathorglory, he's going for the drop. I believe that is pretty much all of his units bar these. Just a couple of lone marines. The lone marines are not going to have too much fun when all the other marines have gone to a party in Cass's base. But Cass likes missile turrets. Look at them all. They are everywhere. These medevacs are about to have the worst time a medevac could have. The only thing worse is if they were to just, like, explode over dead space, and they will pull back and realise, I can't go in there. Meanwhile, though, Cass is like, I've got tanks, so I'm just going to push up this ramp and come and have some fun. We see, of course, the siege tank doing some nice damage, the Hellbats doing some nice damage. These poor medevacs finally find somewhere they can go. Cass, though, has got quite a few Hellbats still sticking around, quite a few siege tanks. He's pushing into the natural base, dealing some good damage. Cass is now at over double the supply of his opponent. A few marines dropping down the tanks, likely to start sieging up. We've got Cass just doing a little bit of pick up and drop micro, and there goes the GG. And Cass takes game numero uno. Number 1. So, that was game 1. Like the video, leave a cool comment, subscribe, then flick over to game number 2 to find out what could happen in this best of 3. I'm Madals, see you at game 2 in a sec.